This is a story I experienced when I went to a grandparents' house when I was an elementary school student. My grandparents' house was near the lake, and I played with catching insects every day during the day. One day, at dinner time, my grandfather suddenly asked me, "You didn't go to the shrine along the road, right?" A road is a mountain road that leads from the grandparents' house to the lake. It took about an hour to the shrine by walk. I knew it, but I had never been interested in. I said, "I haven't gone. Why do you hear that?" And my grandfather said, "That shrine has been rumored for a long time, and a nearby child had fallen and died at the shrine." He told me so worried. Grandmother said, "There's nothing in that shrine," and laughing. My parents told me, "Well, don't get close to dangerous places." I felt like they were not worried too much about the temple. To be honest, I was interested in it from their talks, and I was planning to go to the shrine the next day. At that time, there were a lot of programs that featured ghost stories and psychic phenomena on TV. So I think the curiosity that I might be able to experience the psychic events prevailed over the fear. The next day, as usual, I went to take the insect net and basket to catch the insect, and I headed to the shrine I heard from my grandparents. "Please come back by evening." I didn't worry about too much when I heard the words from the parents, and felt that it would be fine if I returned home before the 17 o'clock bell came. About 1 hour after I started walking on the mountain path, I arrived at the shrine. It seems to be used as festivals, and it is an ordinary shrine except for some parts that are damaged. As I went around behind the shrine and looked at the guardian dog, I suddenly felt a sense of incongruity. While heading to the shrine, I couldn't hear the insect voice, which was louder all the time, and I couldn't feel the sign of the car on the road. Suddenly, from behind, when I'm embarrassed, "What are you doing?" I heard a voice. There's a boy of the same age as me and a young boy who looked like his brother was staring at me. The boys did not speak the dialect and quickly realized that they were not local children. I'm sure they came somewhere like me. "I came to catch the insects," I said a lie. Then the boys put us in. We started taking insects with trees and grass around the shrine. I caught a big dragonfly, but the boys asked me, "Give you a dragonfly?" I didn't like it because it was a big dragonfly, but the boys were so persistent. Finally, I gave up and gave them the dragonfly. Then the boys ran away and said, "See you," and they left. I decided to go home to my grandparents without knowing anything. When I got home, it was completely night and my parents and grandparents were very worried. I thought that they were angry when I went to play at the shrine and lied that I was lost while searching for insects. As I heard later, my parents and grandparents seemed to go to the shrine to find me, who would not return. I couldn't say it clearly because I didn't have a watch, but I was still catching insects with the boys when they came to look for me. However, no one was in the shrine. I heard story about the death of an elementary school brother at the shrine. Perhaps the boys I met at the shrine are ghosts, and if I don't give the dragonfly I caught at that time, I don't know what happened to me.